Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your September 16th to the 30th, 2020 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you would like to know any of the cards that I use, they are all linked in the description box below. Alright, so let's start this reading by clearing the energy space, raising our own energy vibration, and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body, like storm clouds. Feeling yourself become calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Virgo, let's see what the tarot has to say. Virgo, September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Virgo. 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 Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh, goodness. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. All right. Now let's see what your chakra energy is for this time. Virgo, September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Virgo. September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Virgo. September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Virgo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. So we have right here, we have nurturing. This is the Earth Star Chakra located 6 inches below your feet. This is nurturing, caring love coming to you. It's emboldening you. It's moving you forward. It's letting you see things more clearly and more honestly. But this is also saying you need to move forward in what nurtures you, not what kind of goes against your being, your tide, and yourself. So here it is nurturing your prosperity, your power, and your understanding. And it is, Spirit is saying it is living in that nurturing being, in that sense of connection and compassion, which I really like. That's really quite beautiful. Then we have here visualization. Now this is the third eye chakra, and this is the power of seeing clearly, of being able to visualize what you want as you are moving forward. This is different than daydreaming. Daydreaming is important too. We need our dreams, but we need to be able also to make our dreams reality and to break through that barrier that keeps us held back. And visualization is a way to do that. It is a way of opening ourselves and opening our third eye and opening our soul to saying, this is who I am and this is where I want to be, body, mind, spirit, and self. And so here with visualization, it's not just dreaming about, it is seeing yourself in that position. It is seeing yourself moving forward in that glory and in that purpose, in that determination and in that dedication. And it's really an opening your eyes to where you want to be and feeling what that feels like. Seeing yourself walking forward with that truth being a part of you. See yourself living that life. And as you do so, you're going to see that it starts to manifest itself bit by bit into your world. Not all at once, because that would be totally awesome if it did. But it doesn't usually work that way. For some, it may. But I found that visualization works slowly and gently, and it can lead you to finding the person who helps you to open that door. It can lead you to taking that risk on yourself to break bad habits, to move yourself forward. And that's really what the visualization is for you during this time. And then we have love, and who doesn't love within their life? This is the heart chakra. This is calling love into your existence. This is your heart, your soul, your beauty, yourself. This is living in love, and this is being powered by love. And this is saying here during this time, just as if it doesn't nurture you, if you do not have the love for it, there is either, now you can have, things that you need to do, responsibilities that you need to do. But if they don't build you up, you need something, at least something on the side, or something to come home to, or something to, immerse yourself in that brings you love, that brings you passion, that brings you beauty, that brings you a sense of your heart's joy. Because you really need that during this time, that sense of bliss, that sense of coming together. And I do know, Joseph Campbell said, follow your bliss. And people argue that if you follow your bliss, you can't always follow your bliss, that you have to be practical. And yes, he was never saying, do not be practical. But he was saying, let there be joy in your life. Let there be smiles. Let there be beauty. Let there be a connection to divinity through the grace of your actions that brings you to a higher place, that brings you to a better place. And that is important. And we can't write it off as, there's no time. There's no time to be happy. He's saying there needs to be time to embrace just a bit of happiness every single day, to center ourselves again when we get off track and our lives become chaotic. And it happens rather easily, that you can just kind of veer off to the side. The left-hand side, this is your inner self. The middle, this is your heart self, your emotional self. And the right-hand side is your public self. You have the King of Coins. Virgo, this is you. This is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this is you in the minor arcana. You're becoming king of your prosperity. You are really moving forward in that way. And we have the Eight of Wands. There's a forward movement in the determination of self, in the dedication. You can be taking things very, very seriously during this time. Which, yes, things need to be serious, but also there needs to be a levity, a beauty, a connection. And so here, as you move forward, there is a sense of seeing the way that things are connected that you hadn't normally seen. And it's building that connection. It's moving forward in passion and in power. And it brings you to the world opening in a way that you hadn't anticipated. And as the world opens, you have the Tower. Now, you might think, okay, the world opens and it shuts. It just completely shuts down, which can feel like the world right now, right? But the world opens, and then you have the Tower. There is a sense here of what has kept you held back, right? Rigidity, that has kept you from being able to move has fallen away. And this is change, and it can be painful change that you have been through, and that you're wondering, will the world ever open up to me the way that I want it to? There's a sense here that you, in your heart, in your soul, in your passion, in yourself, you want to move forward. And yet there is this sense of kind of being safe, or at least it's kind of like the demon right? It's the scariness that instead of the wide expanse of the world. So you have yourself being pushed out of your comfort zone. And as you're being pushed out of your comfort zone, your heart here has the Knight of Cups. You're embracing what you love. You're looking at what you love. You're looking at what you need. And you're moving slowly and steadily forward. You're seeing things more clearly, more openly, more honestly. And as you connect with your heart, you connect with your magic. This is calling your passion and your beauty into your life. This is saying, as you think it, so it becomes. And so when things are changing and you are moving forward in that speed and in that connection, the Magician is saying here, connect with your mind, connect with your heart, connect with yourself. because your mind is going to play a tremendously powerful part in this transformation. It brings you to the Seven of Cups. This is your dreams. This is right going back to visualization with what Spirit is showing me here. And so here, the Seven of Cups is wishes being granted, right? Dreams coming true. Or it's living in dreams. And it can be dreams coming true, but it can also be living in the daydream, the fantasy of when I achieve my goals, when I go after this. As the world opens, it can be scary because you'll sit there and say, well, I can do it. Yes, I can. But what if I fail? What if everything falls apart? What if I'm not as successful as I made myself in my head to be? And the Seven of Cups is saying, you have to take a chance on making your dreams real. And even if your dreams become real in a very kind of gentle, quiet way, it is a powerful way for you. And it moves you to the Two of Cups. It moves you to healing. It moves you to love. It moves you to comprehension. In the public arena, you have the Six of Wands. It is celebrating yourself. It is moving forward in that determination and saying, I know that I am getting the job done. You have the Page of Coins right here. You are being a student of your prosperity. So in the public arena, in your private arena, okay, you are a king of this domain. In the public arena, you're a student. You're taking things in. You're learning. You're comprehending. You're, diving deeper. And that's going to be so important to you as you start the Fool's journey, the hero's path. But it can seem at times to other people when they're looking in that you're not heading in the direction that they think you should be heading in. But you need to head in the direction that is right for you. Because even if it doesn't turn out the way that you had envisioned, and seldom things do, you are going to find that you're where you need to be. And you're learning a truth that is profound about yourself. And it leads you to the Four of Wands. It leads you to happiness, to joy, to success, to prosperity. This can be new business opportunities. This can be a deepening of relationships with yourself, relationships with those that you love. This can also be moving house, again, new job opportunities. I believe I said that already. And let's see here what the people who are going to aid you. Who are the people who are going to aid Virgo? September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Virgo. Who are the people who are going to aid Virgo? September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Virgo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels. Okay. And angels and spirit guides. We have right here, we have the Lovers. This is Gemini energy, a time frame of May 21st to June 20th. This is somebody who is astoundingly passionate. They also have a duality of being, a duality of the way that they see things. They're not all what they appear to be. They're also astoundingly curious people, so they may have a lot of surface information about a lot of things, but there are a few things that they know astoundingly deeply, and they might be able to kind of show you where to find more answers to what you're looking for, which they know cursory, which they have cursory answers to. Now remember, these people who aid you and you need to be mindful of during this time do not have to be people that you know in real life. They could be people who inspire you in a myriad of different ways, or people who speak to your soul and yourself, but you have to be mindful of the message that they're bringing. Right now, we are talking about the people who aid you. So Gemini, this duality, this curiosity, this expression with words is going to be very, very important to you. This passion of coming together, this creative energy is going to be what you're absolutely drawn to. And then we have the Strength card. This is a Leo energy, a time frame of July 23rd to August 22nd. This is going to be very powerful energy and a very powerful message, especially for those of you born on the cusp to Leo. This is somebody who sees strength not as brute force strength, not as I'll get what I want no matter what, but as strength through kindness, strength through compassion, strength through understanding, and strength through a give and a take. And that's going to be something that really draws you to this person. Their ability to build, and to build with such a solid foundation that you're going to sit there and say, how? How can I have that be part of my life? How can I move forward in this truth and in this brilliance and in this beauty? And then it leads you to the King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right? This is a person who you're going to be able to relate to very easily, Well, rather easily, because they have that earth sign energy that you have, that you are. And so the way that they see things, the way that they put things together, the way that they kind of connect what other people miss is going to feel very natural to you. And they're going to really be speaking to a powerful part of yourself. This is also a person here where you have the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles, and this person is the King of Pentacles, where you see almost an equal in the way that they connect with prosperity, in the way that they are building their wealth or what they value as much as money in their lives. There's also going to be a sense that they're not as free to move around as they would want to be. So this is a sense of you also really relating to that, because as a king, think of a chessboard. A king cannot move as easily as a queen can. So when you have the King of Cups, which you are, the King of Coins, which you are right here, you are going to have the sense of moving forward in your prosperity, very much being seen, okay? Being very determined, being very dedicated, making connections that other people don't make, and really seeing things on a very profound level. But you're not going to feel as though the world is maybe as open to you as you would want it to be. Now, it could be because of the times that we are living in, but it can also be because of all the responsibility that you have and everything that you're seeing. You just can't drop things and just do whatever it is that you want. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. You're going to see through the power of your conviction and the way that you put things together and the insights that you have, that you wind up being able to rule your world with such decisive understanding, with such complex compassion, that people are very drawn to you. And you are very drawn to the way that you're seeing that you can put things together, to the bigger picture of what it is that you desire. And as you are planting these seeds and you are nourishing them and you are watching them grow, things start moving forward really quickly. And you start seeing your passion coming forward. This is the reason for getting out of bed in the morning. You see your passion growing. You see your determination growing. You see your fire, okay? Your fire growing. And as the fire grows and as you look at things more openly, more honestly, more clearly for yourself and what you desire, okay, you almost feel swept up in a windstorm. You almost feel as if you are compelled forward in such a profound and beautiful way that it gives you flight. It lets you see things anew. It lets you understand things so much more and so much more freely than you would have before. And as you do so, and as you come to this understanding, and as the world starts moving around you, and it's kind of like, ready or not, here it comes, the world opens up to you. And it opens up to you in a way that is profound. It opens up to you in a way where doors that you once had thought were barred to you. You once thought, oh, I could never do that. I could never walk that way, or I could never have that dream, or I could never be that. You start to see that you can. And you start to see that your heart opens to it. And you start to see that fears and doubts that held you back are no longer holding you back. And there is a power, a beauty, a desire for yourself to move forward in a way that once seemed unrealistic, in a way that once seemed unobtainable. And as this happens, okay, you have like this earthquake of change coming in. And then you have the Tower card right here. And the Tower card is being thrown out of your comfort zone by divinity. And divinity is saying there is a rigidity, there is a sense of being comfortable, and you were meant for so much more than this. And usually when we go through a Tower time, it tests us. It tests us sometimes depending on where we are, the stages that we are in our lives. The Tower can test us like we've never been tested before. It can, move us in a way that shakes us to our core. And so here, again, just as with the Eight of Wands, you are moving forward, whether you're really comfortable with it or not. Divinity is saying it's time. Now, the Eight of Wands, you can sit there and say, well, I'm not really comfortable with this. I'm not going to move forward this way. But with the Tower, there is no kind of stepping out of it. It's like, no, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to move forward. This is what divinity is calling for with you. And so as you move forward here, or as you are propelled forward, you will never be the same. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. though it can be something that we mourn, because you might sit there and say, well, I really like who I am right now. And that's true. It's definitely true. You should never stop liking who you are. But the power that moves you forward and the power that is guiding you is saying there's more out there. And there's more that you need to know. And it can feel at times like the tower takes away. But it's not. This is change. For better or for worse. This is the power of divine change. And divinity is saying it is time to move forward. And I don't mean for better or for worse ominously. I mean that when you're looking at it right now, what Spirit is saying is that when you're looking at it right now, you might think, this is the worst thing that has ever happened. But down the road, 2 years, 4 years down the road, which, seems like a terribly long time, but seems to get here quicker than we know, or even, 2 months, 4 months down the road, you might see that this happened for a profound reason. And as the change comes, I keep on hearing the nursery rhyme, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. And the really cool thing with Humpty Dumpty is that they never say that Humpty Dumpty is an egg, And so my brother pointed that out to me, and I was blown away. And so here, it's kind of like when you fall apart, and when things fall apart, and when things change, it's not brute force, and it's not demanding that heals, that can put things together. It's compassion, it's love, it's healing. And that's where your heart is crowned by the Knight of Cups. It's crowned by the Knight of Compassion, the Knight of Love, the Knight of Understanding. And as the love comes in, you are going to see that, just as my brother said when he said, of course, knights and kings can't heal. You don't have healers there. You don't have doctors. You're going to find that these are the healers. These are the doctors. This is the love. This is the kindness. This is the compassion that you desire. And this is the beauty that is moving you forward. And Virgo Spirit is saying that if you like that type of analogy, and if you like, a little bit more brevity in your readings, click on my description box, and check out my brother, which I think is very silly, not silly, but very funny that that the Spirit Guide is saying, tell him to check out your brother, which sounds funny. But here, there is the healing that's moving you forward. This is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is love, this is compassion, this is running deep. Your waters run deep during this time. You're spreading your wings. You're seeing a power in you that is moving you forward. You're seeing the way that you want to move forward. This is slower go, okay? You move slowly. Your knight is the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Coins. And the Knight of Coins moves more slowly, okay? Is the slowest moving knight. The Knight of Cups is the second slowest moving knight. So here, as you are moving forward in love and compassion and understanding, you're moving slowly, and it can feel as if things are changing a lot more quickly than your heart can keep up with it. That's true, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. Because sometimes we need to kind of take things in and kind of breathe it in and be like, oh my gosh. And our hearts, when they are healing, and as we are moving forward, our hearts sit there and they say, I need time to understand this. I need time to truly feel okay, to truly feel empowered, to truly feel. And as you're taking this time to feel it, to let it become a part of you, to embrace it, to, honor and take care of yourself, you have your magic opening up. You have your world opening up. And the magician stands before the altar of their existence and calls upon their magic, and everybody sees. The magician is the person who can, embrace the 4 elements of our existence, our passion, our knowledge, our prosperity, and our emotional truth and our emotions, and says, I see how they come together. I see how every single aspect is needed. I see. Here, this card is depicted with Cinderella. And it is, everything changing for her through the magic of her belief, through the magic of how she is protected. And everything changes for us through that magic. It is not our fairy godmother magic, though it would be lovely if it was. It could be the magic of our angels, but again, those work more slowly. You don't see them turning pumpkins into coaches right in front of your eyes and rags into dresses. And here, there's that desire for that. You want to see things. As things move quickly, you want to see the magical transformation so much more quickly than the way that it is coming, but you are a student of that magic within you. Remember, Brahma said, I hide the God's head within man, because that is the one place he will not look for it. And as you take in that understanding, and as you see that as part of the truth, the God's head is hidden within. The magic is hidden within, because that is the one place we'll never look for it. We will never think to sit there and say, stardust coursed through my veins. I'm a miracle in and of myself. I will embrace the miracles here on earth. And the miracles don't have to be big. We all wait for the lightning bolt moments, for the firework moments where everybody oohs and ahs. It can be so much more gentle, so much calmer, so much more compassionate. Think also of the magician as the alchemist. And the alchemist spent their lives trying to transform lead into gold. And what if that is a spiritual journey? Trying to transform ourselves as lead into gold, something priceless. But here's the thing, lead is hard, right? It's hard to penetrate, it's hard to hurt. Gold is soft. And so by making yourself more valuable, more open to the spiritual, more brilliant, you can feel the pain of this world a little bit more deeply. And it can become an intense journey. And this is where you open to dreams. Life can be a fairy tale. Depending on what type of fairy tale, is half up to us and half up to divinity or to fate. And this is dreams. These are dreams that we have, and we all have them. Some of them we give up on, some of them we walk away from. Some of them have planted themselves inside our souls when we were born, and it feels like a life mission to be able to accomplish them. But it also feels like a Herculean task. And so here, these are the dreams. These are the dreams that open to us as our world opens. These are the dreams that we doubt. These are the dreams that we try to make real. These are the dreams that fail us or we fail, and yet we still dream them. Do not sit there and think your dream can only come true in one way. There are a multitude of ways that the dream can come true within your life. Do not sit there and limit yourself. Open yourself. Open yourself to endless possibilities. Open yourself to the gloriousness of your dreams. And this is where the visualization comes in. Because the visualization says here, don't just dream it, feel it. How does it feel? How do you feel? When you say it within your mind, I am a, fill in the blank. Does it make your heart race with excitement? Or do you have this excitement? Yes. But you also have this dread deep back in your mind. And you think, I really don't want to do that. It's really just too much. What do you need to face within you, within the horror and fear of your own subconscious that is keeping you from your dreams? Because as you become a student of your prosperity in yourself, the dreams, they start to become more real. And they break you from your stagnation. They break you from your rigidity. And they change your world. And there's a healing that comes. Whether the dreams start off as nightmares or whether they start off as the most brilliant fairy tales you have heard. You have the Two of Cups right here. The Minor Arcana Lover's card. Healing, beautiful love comes forward. And you are embracing it. A rift between your soul and yourself starts to heal. And you are embracing it. It is love that comes. It's the heart that begins, that it fights for what you love and what you desire within your emotional self, within your heart's truth. It is the magic that you see in the dreams that you start to believe in again. And it leads you to a healing. And it leads you to a loving of your life that opens up doors and that brings in beauty. It's time to start celebrating yourself with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is celebrating your victories. It really is. It's sitting there and seeing what you do instead of saying, well, duh, I should have done that. I can't believe how long it's taken me. I can't believe how much I failed before. All the things that we say to ourselves. We have these arbitrary time frames and we say, this is what happiness looks like. And if you're not, if you don't click these boxes, if you don't move forward this way, then are you really a success? Here's the thing. If everybody who checks the boxes and does everything in the time frame that you are supposed to do things is blissfully happy, show me. Because life doesn't work like that. It works on divine timing, not our timing, which is annoying, to say the least. The Six of Wands is celebrating yourself. Not for what you might do, not for, the oohs and ahs of others, but because you're doing your best. Because you've overcome so much, because you keep on moving forward. The Six of Wands, and the best way Spirit has described the Six of Wands to me is a boss, okay? And when you're working for somebody, we've all been there. We've all had, or at least most of us have those bosses that make us feel like garbage. No matter what you do, it will never be enough. And it just seems like they're out to get you. And some of them are, some of them are. And here it's those bosses, right? You have one group, those bosses, that make you dread getting out of bed in the morning and going to work. And then you have the boss. Then you have the boss that celebrates you, that helps to move you forward, who sits there and tells you when you did a good job, and also tells you, to be mindful of this and look at this, but does so in a way that you know that they're bettering you. Which boss are you going to work for? Which boss do you want to have? Which boss are you for yourself in your life? Are you the boss that builds you up, or are you the boss that you sit there and you dread going to work for? This is starting to celebrate yourself. This is starting to see your blessings, your truth, and instead of pointing out everything you still need to do, instead of feeling guilty for everything that still needs to be done, it's embracing what you have now. And it's feeling empowered because of it. It leads you to being a student of your prosperity, a student of your bounty, a student of the way that you move forward. Because here, in this line, okay, you have the king, right? You have the magician. So you have your power, you have your magic, you have this connection and this brilliance and this beauty. And then you have right here the sense of being a student. And that is how I'm seeing it. And it can go just like that. But it can also lead to this journey. But it starts off with being a student. It starts off with, sitting there and saying, yes, I am a king. Okay? But I am also a student. I am also forever learning. And as you are learning, and as you are seeing things more openly and more clearly for yourself, you are opening up the doors. You're sitting there and saying, well, why? Why would I be held back? Why would I doubt that I could do this? Why am I denying myself this way forward? And the page of Pentacles says, be a student of the seeds that you are planting. Be a student of the prosperity that you want. Be the student of your passion, of your desires, of what is truly important to you. And don't stop learning. Don't stop looking. Don't stop being guided forward. And it leads you to what some might say is a fool's errand. Now this is the Little Mermaid. And the Little Mermaid is a beautiful story, the original Little Mermaid, but it's also a very sad story. And so here, when you start your fool's journey, when you start your journey, there are going to be sorrows along the way. There just are. That's part of life. And as you leap, and as you go after what you desire, the one thing that you can be assured of is that you are going to fall. You are going to fail. And things aren't going to work out the way that you had imagined. But the brilliance with the fool's journey is it's the beginning of the hero's quest. It's the beginning of a world you could seldom have imagined. It's the beginning of something more beautiful and more in depth and more knowing than you yourself could have been without the beginning of this tale, without the beginning of this journey. And so, yes, you start off as a fool, but you become the hero of your story. You open up doors that you could never have imagined opening, passing, and moving forward through. You are looking at things more openly and more honestly for yourself. And instead of being caught up in the fantasy of it all, instead of sitting there and saying what we wish in our heads and what we think of, and cross our fingers for, it is sitting there and saying, how can I make this a reality? What do I need to do to take a dream of the heart? Because you have this dream as the world opens, and make it into your truth. It will take longer than expected. It usually does. For some, it might not. You might, start off on your journey and just wind up winning right away. And that would be awesome and be a little bit jealous. But there is the sense here. There is the sense here of needing to have the faith in yourself to do something that seems so outlandish as to only be foolhardy, but really becomes a defining factor in your being and defining moment in your story. It leads you. It leads you to the Four of Wands. It leads you to the happily ever after. It leads you to this love and this joy and this connection and this commitment and things being beautiful and larger than life. It leads to new job opportunities. It leads to a moving of house. It leads to a new way of thinking of things, a new sense and a depth of relationships within yourself, with others. It leads you to knowing what it is that you want instead of questioning and searching and forever looking. It leads to love. It leads to joy, and it leads to a celebration. And the Four of Wands is a celebration akin to a wedding. It's a celebration that changes everything and that changes you. And it is a love. It is a love and a brilliance of this journey and this success. So let's go deeper. Show me more deeply for Virgo. September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Virgo. Show me more deeply for Virgo. September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Virgo. Show me more deeply for Virgo. September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Virgo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Fantastic. And then let's see the people you need to be mindful of during this time. Virgo, September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Virgo. Who should Virgo be mindful of? September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Virgo. September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Virgo. Who should Virgo be mindful of? Who should Virgo be mindful of? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Fantastic. So we have right here the Prince of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is somebody who's moving very, very slowly towards prosperity or towards what is their view of prosperity. It's not going to be your view of prosperity. This is slow. This is steady. No, this isn't necessarily steady. This is somebody who moves astoundingly slowly. And you're sitting there and you're like, why? Why? And this is somebody who is defending something that isn't the full story, the full heart of the matter. And this is going to be somebody who you're going to have to watch their words with when it comes to money. Okay? Then we have here the Death card. This is a Scorpio energy, a time frame of October 23rd to November 21st. This is This is somebody who is distant and who can really sting, who can really kind of let out a little bit of poison. This is somebody who sees the in-betweens of things. And they're kind of seeing more than you're seeing, because that's what Scorpios do. And, excuse me, itchy nose. And as they're seeing things, and as they're moving forward, they're being sneaky about it. And they're not sharing with you everything, though there's a part of you that really wants to believe that they are. And then you have Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy, November 22nd to December 21st. This is somebody who has a way of connecting with people, and you're going to think, oh my gosh, we really connected. They really get me. But they connect with kind of everybody this way. And so you're going to feel like, wow, this is perfect. They're talking just to me, or this is just as I see it. But then there's going to be this distance that comes, okay? And there is the sense of this person kind of being very preoccupied with everything that they are mixing together, everything that they are kind of moving forward in. And they are a little bit more detached. With the fire sign, Sagittarius is kind of the most detached fire sign, because they are the ones that are seeking, that go deeper. They connect with people, but they also need their privacy, and they need to go deeper into questions, into understandings. So this person is going to be a bit of a disappointment, because you're going to think, oh my gosh, but they're going to be really deeply into their own journey, that there's going to be just a detachment there from them. And it's not going to be you. It is them. It's how they do things. And you might be very surprised. For some of you Virgos, you're going to be very surprised that this Sagittarius energy is just an astoundingly private, introverted person. Yeah. So we have here the Five of Swords, okay, so karmic. The Four of Wands, okay, that beauty coming in, and you had the Four of Wands ending the reading, and now you have it here. The Eight of Coins, the Eight of Pentacles, hard work paying off. And it's been a long, hard road, but it's been worth it, Virgo. You have the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have, the Page of Wands right here. And this is, again, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is passion, this is power coming together. This is the Queen, the royalty, and the page, the learner, the student, kind of like the teacher and the student coming together. And then you have the Ten of Wands. You are seeing here how to put down the burdens that you have been carrying, and how to let yourself stand tall and proud and confident in the world that you are creating. And not say, because Virgo, you're such a caregiver, you're such a person who will take on the burdens for others, that you're not sitting there and saying, oh, I'll just take that on. Oh, I'll just do this. I'll just handle it. It's like, no, they have to handle their traumas, and you have to handle yours, because you cannot teach somebody else their karmic lesson, their DNA lesson. We then have the Seven of Coins, patience, Temperance energy. So you have a very positive Sagittarius energy here also. So you have a negative one and a positive one. And it can be that this Sagittarius energy, same Sagittarius energy. It's just that you're not going to be as close, at least during this time, as you want to be. And then you have the Devil right here, which is Capricorn energy, a time frame of December 22nd to January 19th. Do note that Sagittarius goes right into Capricorn. So this time frame is, from November 22nd to January 19th, right here. But what you're seeing here is that through balance of the dark and the light, through balance of the masculine and the feminine, through balance, there comes a release of the chains that bind and the chains that have bound you back. Yeah. So here with the Five of Swords, the Five of Swords is facing a karmic lesson, is facing a karmic truth. And the Five of Swords is having a battle that you sit there and you think, oh no, not again, I can't do this, I don't want to do this. But as you face it, things actually wind up being very different, because you wind up being very different in this battle, in this heartbreak, this pain, this disappointment that you go through, because you're not being pushed around. And it's not saying that you need to be angry and you need to kind of like, be a brute about things. It's saying that you are determined and dedicated and daring. And you're going to find out that you're a heck of a lot stronger than you give yourself credit for. And then the 5 counts down into the 4. It leads to happiness, to joy, to celebration, to beauty that cannot be altered. It leads to a success of soul and a success of self. And it brings you to knowing that your hard work has paid off. And you start to celebrate because your hard work has paid off. Because the prosperity is coming and the bounty is a part of you. And this is saying that, yes, things have been unsavory at times for how long and how hard you have had to work. But there is a payoff here. With prosperity or something you value as much as money, because your heart has learned your passion, has learned what you desire as a queen and as a student, and the way that you need to move forward. And it connects you with being a defender of your heart, but also being the wielder of the magic of your power and of your dreams. Because here we have this power, these dreams, and this glory coming around you. This is the passion of living. This is why you get out of bed in the morning. And here, with the magician, you are having that passion, guide you forward. You're having yourself see it a bit more, and a bit more. And it's like, oh my goodness, this is where I want to be. This is where I need to be. Body, mind, spirit, and soul. And so you become a student of what your soul desires. And you become the queen, the one who isn't afraid to roll up their sleeves, isn't afraid to get into the middle of everything, and isn't afraid to really embrace what is so deeply wanted. And as you do so, you put down the burdens that you have been carrying, and you start to build that bonfire. You start to blaze with your truth, and you start to heal. You've completed a cycle, and it's a cycle that can be absolutely backbreaking in everything that your heart expects of you and you expect of yourself. And this has to do with your passion, your creativity. It starts to flow. And it leads you to having to have patience. Patience with yourself, patience with the way things move forward, patience with the prosperity that comes in. And as you have patience, balance comes. Again, the balancing of the masculine and feminine aspects of the self, the balancing of the day and the night, the beautiful dreams with the nightmares or the scarier dreams. And there is a balance that comes in because the Sagittarian here, the Sagittarius energy, pours water from one cup to another. It isn't poured out, it is kept in. And as you keep in this energy, as you pour this water, you gain a greater understanding, you gain a greater truth. And as you gain that greater understanding and greater truth, you face the nightmares, the doubts, the fears, the anger, the despair, the despondency. And you say, this is my truth. This is facing the addictions. This could be drugs, alcohol, gambling, but this could also be the addictions of self-doubt, of fear, of negativity, of letting other people's voices take over your own. And this is saying, what has kept you small? This could be the addiction of thinking the rest of the world has it right, and what I want from life is wrong. And it's like, no, it's not. It's time to step into your power, know your truth, and live. And live your dream, live your happiness, your happily ever after. Let's see what your spirit animal messages are for this time. Virgo, September 16th to the 30th, 2020 Virgo. September 16th to the 30th, 2020 Virgo. September 16th to the 30th, 2020 Virgo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Fantastic. Now, what's beautiful about your spirit animal guides is that when you see these animals in real life or you see an image of these animals, this is your spirit guide tapping you on the shoulder, saying, remember this message, Virgo. So we have here the dog spirit. It says, be loyal to what you love. Be loyal to what you love. Be loyal to who you are. And let that loyalty be a part of your soul and of yourself and build you forward and guide you to more. And then we have the dolphin spirit. This and that are true. There's a duality to the truth that is around you. There is a duality to to everything. And you're seeing two sides of a coin, yes. But you're also going to see that Spirit is saying other people's opinions have validity. But you need to stay true to yourself. You need to stay true to what you love. So this and that are true. Each hold valid points. But one is your truth, and the other is another's. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. Use your mind wisely. You're going to think, oh, I just can't reason this out. I just don't know. But there is a power to your mind, and there is a way that you are seeing things that is unique and beautiful. Use your mind wisely. Your subconscious people message is the star. Yeah, is Aquarius energy. This is January 20th to February 18th. This is taking the water that is poured within with temperance and having it poured out. This is wishing upon the stars. This is the greatest form of your perfection. This is, your dreams, your desires, your hopes, your wishes, your beauty. This is you moving towards it. And this is you gaining a greater understanding and being guided towards something that seemed unobtainable. You then have your subconscious chakra message, which is Mother Earth, a grounding of yourself, a nurturing of your desires. This is the Earth Star Chakra, and this is being connected to the Earth and seeing it as your shining star, as your place of truth. Your subconscious tarot message is the Knight of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have, the Queen, you have the Page, now you have the Knight of Wands. This is your passion, your determination. This is the second fastest moving knight, and this is your passion guiding you forward. Subconsciously, you want more from life, and you are determined to get it. You move forward in a fire that is brilliant and in a truth that is absolutely yours. And subconsciously, you're excited. And then, to go deeper into your subconscious message, we have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups the Seven of Cups is seeing your dreams, seeing what you desire, and knowing that dreams can become a reality. It's in the main part of your reading, and it's in your subconscious. It's like your dreams become part of your waking world, and your waking world becomes part of your dreams. Dreams do come true, just not always in the way that we expected them. Let your dreams guide you. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace our dreams, as we embrace what once felt fantastical, and letting it become part of our world, our souls, and ourselves, as rigidity falls away, and we are graced with determination, but also beauty, and a little bit of magic, or a whole lot of magic. Take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo.